Hey, it's Byron Morrison here, and in this video I'm going to share with you 3 things that I do with my private clients to help them handle the shadow side of success. Now, when I talk about the shadow side of success, I mean the stress, the pressure, the expectations, and the roller coaster ride of emotions that comes from running a business, from spending your days putting out fires and solving other people's problems. The shadow side of success for so many CEOs and visionary leaders can stop them from showing up at their best. And these 3 ways are really going to have a big impact on allowing you to take back control of the mental and emotional challenges that come with running your business. The first is to actually recognize the triggers. So often throughout the day, you might be triggered by something, say a difficult meeting where you get frustrated and overwhelmed, a conversation with a team member where you get angry and your emotions take over, or all of these different tasks that are building up, leaving you unsure what to focus on. What I really want you to start doing is keeping a journal or a diary or even a note on your phone every single time you feel yourself going into a heightened mental state. Physically write down how you're feeling at that time. Are you feeling a little bit stressed? Are you feeling overwhelmed? Whatever that emotion may be. And also write down what led to causing it. The reason why this is so important is twofold. Firstly, it'll allow you to get a record of all of these things that are going on. And from there, you can look for correlations. You can look for repeating themes and trends and figure out a way that you can deal with them better in the future, incorporating either the right tools to handle them more effectively or finding ways to remove them so that they no longer impact you. The second way is all about accessing your emotional control panel, because do you know how at times it can feel like your emotions are taking over and getting the better of you, where you're faced with this challenge or in the moment something happens and you react on impulse? Like with road rage, where you're driving down the road and someone pulls in front of you and your emotions take over. You start shouting and swearing, saying they're an idiot and they don't know how to drive. In those moments where your emotions take over and it feels like it's acting on impulse, what's actually happening is your emotional control panel's firing on autopilot. It's down to your brain's programming and your internal operating system. And for most people, they can't access it and it's out of their control, which is why the second thing I do with all of my private clients is the mindset work to upgrade their brain power and open up new thought pathways that allows them to access their emotional control panel. Because by doing so, when things go wrong and you're faced with that challenge and that setback, rather than reacting, what you'll be able to do is to stop, notice, observe, and from there choose your emotional response. So rather than reacting on impulse, you'll be able to take 2 steps back and activate the part of your brain that really allows you to evaluate and understand what's going on, and from there choose how you respond to it, giving you the emotional response that you want, the mental flick of a button. And the third thing that you can do is to stop internalizing what's going on. So many people that I speak to are struggling with the shadow side of success. They're bottling it up because they don't want other people to see how they think and feel. And when it comes to members of your team, I completely get it. You don't want to show weakness. You want to keep this image of someone who's got it all together. But the problem is, the more you bottle it up, like a ticking time bomb, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when it goes off. And this is why for so many CEOs and visionary leaders, they're one bad day away from a breakdown. They have so much pent-up energy and negative emotions that they're struggling to make decisions. They're overthinking. They're on this roller coaster ride of emotions, and they're not showing up as the leader that they need to be to effectively run their business. And this is why I'm such a firm believer in finding external counsel, whether it's with a therapist, a counselor, your partner, or someone like myself. Find someone that you trust, who can create a safe and judgment-free zone, who's disconnected from your business, and who can act as a sounding board where you can open up, you can vent, and you can talk about what's actually going on. So many of the clients I work with say to me that I'm the first person they've ever opened up to about the challenges that they're facing and what's going on in their head. And by doing so, it takes this huge weight off their shoulders. Because at the end of the day, we're all human. We all have challenges and we all need to address them. So there you have 3 ways that you can start handling the shadow side of success. Firstly, by recognizing the triggers. Secondly, by accessing your emotional control panel so that you can be in control of your emotional response. And thirdly, getting the right help and support so that you don't have to get into the ring alone. Now, obviously, there's more things that could be added to this list, and I've actually put together a training video going through the 4-step process I use with all of my private clients to help them handle the shadow side of success. And if you want to check that out, just comment video below and I'll reach out on Messenger and send it across. With that being said, though, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Which of these 3 areas do you feel like you need to focus on first? And what else would you add to this list? As always, I've been Byron Morrison, and if you're new here, make sure you hit the follow button so that you don't miss daily new videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.